expect. A lot of circus, as usual. I'd say about 90% of the programme is circus, but the thing is, the circus, it's not just one art form. There's theatrical circus, there's dance circus. In this amazing space here, we've got 2 productions, Studio One, which we're really excited about because now this space is accessible following the redevelopment. So we've got a live concerto violin acrobatic piece which is going to take place all around here, and then we've got a piece from Holland called 360, which is also kind of an immersive circus piece where the audience sit in these small motorised chairs while the acrobatics happen all around them, so really excited about that. But we've got a fairly international season. We've got work from 3 shows from Australia, Dutch Circus Showcase, and then a really big family programme which we're really excited about as well. Some pretty big names like Roald Dahl, a brilliant show called B-Story as well. And then most excitingly, I think, is that we're producing our own Christmas show again, a circus, believe it or not, adaptation of Three Billy Goat Scruff. So there's a lot, yeah. We have to think about our local communities are all not one community. I think the main thing about them is we need to make sure that the work is accessible, affordable. We make sure there's a lot of non-verbal work as well, because there are many people with English as a second language. We want it to represent on stage what we see every day in the borough, but to also making sure that it's not just for the elite, that it's for, there's opportunities in entry level. So our Christmas show, you can come for £8 if you're from a school. We have a thing where you can pay it forward, so buy a ticket for a child that wouldn't normally be able to attend. But generally, I think our ticket prices are of a range which is accessible for everybody. Maybe not all the time, but we do our best, and that's how we think about our community, and just making sure the work is good. People take away, I mean, part of the joy, one of the main parts of the joy of my job is the whole process, seeing it through, but then being there with the audiences and seeing them in the theatre, you know, full of joy, leaving elated, talking about the work, telling their friends. I think that's I want people to feel that they can just like get out of their bodies for a while and immerse themselves in something really special and magical and thought-provoking as well, and I think I do think very carefully about the audience experience as well, and yeah, the whole team at Jackson's Lane does, you know, from marketing to front of house, that when they come in, it's just a part of the journey they've gone on, and this is, I guess, the end of it. But it's not just the show; it's how they are treated, how their experience in the building. Their drinks, their food, you know, just to make sure that it's not an in-out experience, that actually it's a more kind of rounded experience of a great night out. The most important factor to consider is, well, quality, goes without saying. I don't ever programme something that I know nothing about. I won't just go, oh, that looks interesting, give that a go. There's usually been a lot of thought and conversations, recommendation from peers, reviews, you know, or ideally me having seen the work first. So we have to think about, is the work, is it of high quality? And again, the whole thing about accessibility, and that accessibility is really broad because it can mean work which is non-verbal, it can also mean work which is affordable, but it also is about work which we feel people want to see, which is like, it's a really obvious thing to say, but the idea that we like to think we know that there's an audience for everything that we programme.